We are witnessing history by the man Jimmy Harolo. Let's go.
Let's go. Factor in the historic significance of their performances game after game. Is it about being the most versatile and complete player? Or maybe it's a combination of all of these things. There's no exact science behind the elusive NBA MVP award and who we determine who it is. But what happens when a dozen different players are playing like the most valuable player, but only one of them can go home with the award?
Then we look at the stats, my buddy. We look at the stats. Who's getting the most stats are these players that are playing most efficiently and they're playing more alike. We look at which one of them got the most stats, and we'll give it to him. I don't think it takes rocket science. Jimmy! Come on, Jimmy, man.
Today's video is sponsored by Rage. Vote to a young Kareem Abdul today with members of the media voting for the MVP. This was far from the case. The voting results of some of these seasons was absolute mayhem. Back in 1972, a young Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was, by far, the best player in the NBA, averaging 35 points.
Damn, he got a jumper too? Damn, I thought that dude got only sky hooks. He got a jumper too? Nah, this dude was too OP. Now tell me that this kid won't be playing. Tell me that this man won't be playing in the NBA nowadays, bro. You delusional. Look at this dude, bro.
A young Kareem Abdul,
a skyscraper shooting middle, bro. A skyscraper shooting mid ranges.
Averaging 35 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 assists a game, while leading the Bucks to 63 wins.
Bro, how could you guard this dude, bro?
Like Jesus
a skyscraper shooting mid
ranges,
bro.
Walked away that season as the league MVP. But that didn't stop players from voting like they didn't know what MVP even stood for.
Don't tell me he got dribbles too.
There weren't just a few players who received first place MVP votes. There weren't a handful of players.
Bro, let me pause the video just to say one thing real quick. You know why, in my opinion, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest scorer, and now LeBron James, even though LeBron James surpassed him. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I think, only got two 3-pointers or 1 3-pointer. He got no 3-pointers. That means the efficiency that this dude had in scoring, even though it was only 2-pointers, is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
There wasn't 12 or 13 or 14 or 15 or 16 or 17 or 18, but 19 players from 16 different teams who received first place MVP votes. But get this, there were only 17 teams in the NBA at the time, which means nearly every single team in the NBA had a player that received an MVP vote that season.
Bro, you know what I think should be happening in the NBA to make it more competitive, bro? Is if teams, like if there's a team that gets last place in the NBA season, it gets drafted to the G League, and the winner of the G League season, in the NBA G League season, gets to get a place into the NBA roster. I don't know what you call it, but with the NBA teams, like at the last place, so a switch happens. Because after seeing what happens with the Suns and that G League team, bro, I think that should be happening, bro, to make the game more competitive. Because look, the NBA is very entertaining and stuff, bro, but it's not competitive, bro, because it's like every team has owned its place, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
And you're probably thinking, some of these players received votes from their teammates or maybe even voted for themselves, but no. The league
eBay, get your ass out of here, man. Let me watch my video.
Nicht nur neu, sondern auch refurbished oder gebraucht. Und auf Wunsch mit CO2-Ausgleich. Egal wie ihr dieses Jahr feiert, ihr macht das Beste.
My bad, y'all. My bad.
eBay, das seid ihr.
Bro, are we getting 2 ads in this mother?
prohibited players from voting for anyone on their team or voting for themselves. These voting results were completely authentic and completely unhinged. Now this season, there will more than likely not be 19 players who receive MVP votes. In fact, this season is so loaded with all-time elite talent that there will be multiple players who will have historically great seasons this year, and they won't even get a mention for the MVP. Luka, Giannis, Curry, Tatum, Morant, Embiid, Jokic, SGA, Booker, Mitchell.
No, get Booker out of there, bro. bro, I don't know why Booker always get into the conversation with these great players, bro. In my opinion, he's a normal, humble ass player, bro. I look at him as a normal. I don't know. He's good. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't get the. He shouldn't be in the conversation with KD, Jason, Morant, and all of these, bro. In my opinion.
All playing at an MVP caliber in what is quickly becoming the greatest statistical season in NBA history.
Yeah.
If you combine points, rebounds, and assists, here are the combined statistical totals of every MVP in modern NBA history. Sometimes this total is relatively low, like Steve Nash's 2005 MVP, but sometimes it's off the charts, like Russell Westbrook's record-breaking total of 52.7 in 2017. But on average, since 1980, league MVPs had a total of 42 combined points, rebounds, and assists. So if a player can reach this number, 42, it's a solid indicator that they are on a path to becoming the league MVP, or at least a front runner. This season, SGA, Ja Morant, Tatum, Durant, Curry, Embiid, Giannis, and Luka are all averaging totals.
Where's LeBron at, sleepyhead? Where's LeBron
more
at?
Than 42. This is unheard of, and it's going to leave a tough decision for the voters of the coveted award. There are currently 6 players across the league who are averaging over 31 points a game. The last time this many players averaged at least 31 a game was, well, never. In fact, in the last 15 seasons combined, there have been 6 players who averaged at least 31 points per game. Let me say that again. There are as many players averaging at least 31 points per game this season as there were players who averaged over 31 points per game in the last 15 seasons combined. The NBA has never seen anything like this. And yet the numbers get even crazier. Offensive box plus minus is one of the better statistics at quantifying a player's offensive impact. In fact, here are some of the greatest offensive seasons since the league began tracking the stat back in 1974. Here's Steve Nash's 2006 MVP season. Here's Derrick Rose's MVP season in 2011, right next to Giannis's first MVP season. But we're not even close to the best offensive seasons of all time. Here's Magic Johnson's MVP season in 1990. Here's Russell Westbrook's MVP season and Kevin Durant's MVP season. And just above that are the best of the best. James Harden in 2019, LeBron in 2009, Tracy McGrady in 2003, and Steph Curry's unanimous MVP season in 2016.
T-Mac.
Steph remains the only player to ever surpass the +10 threshold in offensive box plus minus. And this season, he's doing it again. But even better, Steph is currently having...
In my humble opinion, Stephen Curry is a better player than LeBron James in general, bro.
The best offensive season in modern NBA history. So where does all of this put Steph in the MVP race this season? 10th.
Wow.
The man is 10th on the MVP ladder.
Bro.
Now, one of the main reasons why Steph's offensive impact is at an all-time high is due to his mind-boggling efficiency. At this point, it's become universally agreed upon that Steph is the greatest shooter of all time. But this season, he's taken his shooting and scoring to another level. Because at the moment, Steph has
his shot is it's like a quick scope snipe, bro. It's so efficient, bro. It's like a quick scope snipe is the best that I could say about his jump shot, bro. It's so efficient and it's so quick that, bro, even if he's mid-ranging you and you're 7 foot, you're not gonna be blocking that shot. You know
highest true shooting percentage of any player.
Look, it's so quick, bro.
At least 30 points per game, or 29 points per game for that matter, or 28 points, or 27, or 26, or any point per game average even remotely close to his. To find a player who scored more efficiently than Steph has this season, you have to go all the way down to just 16 points per game from Jarrett Allen last season. But Jarrett's a big man whose shots consist of 3-foot layups. What about perimeter players? Guys who take jump shots? Well, there has never, ever been a single perimeter player who had a season with a true shooting percentage as high as Steph's is
that boy's
this season.
A sniper.
Not at 30 points per game, not at 20, not at 10, not even at 5. It has never happened. This season, Steph is shooting at a higher percentage than any perimeter player in the history of the NBA.
Bro, this dude, bro. this dude is a sniper, bro. In my opinion. Bro, and it should be like everybody's opinion, to be honest with you. This dude is more efficient. This dude is more, this dude is more of a winner than LeBron James. And I'm going to put him in front of LeBron James, bro. I don't care if you love LeBron James because of the LeBron James meme, though, the LeBron James, you remember that kid? I don't care. But in reality, Stephen Curry's better, bro. He changed, he didn't keep jumping from a team to another. He kept on giving his teams a ring after ring after ring. The first one in 2015, 2016, that was the best one, and the last one last year, the ring that they got. Bro, this dude is a winner. I don't care. This dude is a winner, and this dude makes his teammates better. You feel me? So yeah.
While scoring 32 points per game.
When you see the Lakers now, and how they're playing without LeBron, bro, I don't know.
Is 10th on the MVP leaderboard. So if Steph is 10th, which players could possibly be put
AD into the blender?
Well, one of those players is Jason Tatum, who has led the Celtics to one of their best starts in franchise history. Currently, the Celtics have a net rating of 7.7, which is on pace to being the best net rating the organization has had in its entire existence. This season, Jason Tatum is averaging 31, 7, and 5 a game, which is a stat line that is so absurd that prior to this season, there have only been 3 players in NBA history to achieve it. Those players were Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kevin Durant. The man is putting up all-time GOAT level numbers. He is 3rd on the MVP ladder because the 2 players ahead of him are on path to completely redefining the standard of an all-time great season. Throughout NBA history, there have only been 3 players to win a league MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Michael Jordan in 1988, Hakeem Olajuwon in 1994, and Giannis Antetokounmpo in 2020. Of all the accomplishments a player can achieve, this might just be the rarest and most impressive. And Giannis might just do it again this season. Because if his record-breaking 2020 MVP campaign wasn't dominant enough, he's somehow replicating those
numbers. Look, MJ with the swag, y'all.
This season, Giannis is not only averaging 31, 12, and 5 a game, he's doing it while being the best defensive player in the entire NBA. Giannis is playing like a Shaq Tim Duncan hybrid right now, and it's just become so normal at this point that no one's even talking about it.
I'm seeing that dude. That dude, when he's not getting his respect and he's not getting covered up from the 3-point range, hey, he's shooting it and he's winning it up too. You feel me? That dude is lethal, and I mean it. I mean that dude. Hey, you don't want me to guard me from the 3-point line? Okay, I'm gonna shoot over you. You're gonna give me an open lane. I'm gonna euro your ass and I'm gonna dunk on you. You feel me? So that dude is crazy right now. That dude is crazy, and in my opinion, best believe, if we got a healthy Drew Holiday and a healthy Middleton, and they're efficiently they're doing good numbers, like more than 10, and they're giving up the assists, and Drew Holiday is locking up people on defense, bro. And that's another ring for the Milwaukee, bro.
How? One player is having an even better season than Giannis is. Last season, en route to winning a second MVP, Nikola Jokic shattered just about every advanced metric. Jokic led the league in win shares, box plus minus, value over replacement, and he set a new all-time record for the highest single-season PER in league history. Now, the old record was one that stood for half a century, when Wilt Chamberlain averaged a modest 50 points and 26 rebounds a game, which earned him a PER of 32.08. For 5 decades.
In my opinion, that dude Wilt Chamberlain was having fun with his kids, bro. In my opinion, if that dude wanted to get more numbers, he would have gotten more numbers. You feel me? Wilt was built different. That dude was 50 years old playing professional volleyball. What the hell you talking about? Leap jumping, smashing that ball into people's faces and everything. That dude was playing with his kids when he was with the NBA. That dude was having fun on his drug journey, and not even considering the NBA seriously. You feel me? In my opinion, I think if that dude wanted to get big numbers every night, he would have got, like he did, but he would have got more bigger numbers.
Even the best players the league has ever seen could not touch this mark. Not LeBron, not Bird or Shaq, not even Michael Jordan. But Jokic managed to not only break Wilt's record, he shattered it. And this season, Luka Doncic is on pace to beating Jokic's record. At the moment, Luka is averaging 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. So if Jason Tatum's stat line was historic, what does that make Luka's stat line?
Historic.
Well, here's a list of every player in the history of the NBA who has averaged at least 34, 8, and 9 a game.
Every player, hold on.
At least 34, 8, and 9 a game.
Every player who has averaged at least 34 points, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds per game in NBA history. Luka.
That's the whole list. That's it. There's nobody else.
Nice.
Luka is on pace to breaking the NBA record for player efficiency while averaging a damn near 34-point triple-double. And that, ladies and gentlemen, might just be what it takes to win an MVP this season. But what about some of these other players who are having awesome seasons? Well, to put into perspective just how insane you have to be playing right now to even crack the MVP leaderboard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is averaging 31 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds a game.
Bro, when you look at these numbers and it still won't even get you the top 3, bro, that is crazy right now. The NBA is jacked with talent. And in my opinion, the NBA marketing strategies are so bad that, the amount of talent that the NBA is having right now and the amount of fun that we are witnessing, and it's not being worldwide. People like in China, people in Africa, people in Europe are not like having this game everywhere like how football is. It is sad, bro, because in my opinion, NBA marketing is bad. They should do something to make the game more like a worldwide game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but these numbers, bro. This is the best NBA season ever, in my opinion. The talent, the numbers, the efficiency, the matches, the Lakers being down. But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, bro.
On 53% shooting while having one of the highest PERs in NBA history. He is 7th on the MVP leaderboard. Kevin Durant is averaging 37 and 5 a game on career high efficiency. Take a wild guess at where he lands on the MVP leaderboard at the moment.
In my opinion, KD is the Wilt Chamberlain of nowadays, bro. KD is not taking it seriously. Look at that dude's fadeaway mid-range. Tell me who can guard that except Wilt himself. Nobody can guard that, bro. But he's still not doing like, I don't know. I don't feel like KD's balling that hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like KD like wants it. I don't know, bro. I might be reaching.
Nowhere.
I don't know.
Durant isn't even on the MVP ladder right now. One of the greatest players to ever lace up is in the midst of one of the most productive and efficient seasons of his entire career, and the man can't even crack the MVP leaderboard. But both SGA and KD are doing amazing things on losing teams. What about the players who are playing like the league's most valuable player on winning teams, like Devin Booker? Booker is leading a title-contending team to one of the best records in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, leading shit. Get out of here, Booker. I don't like this kid.
Across the board in production and efficiency, putting up 28, 6, and 5 a game. The man was first-team All-NBA last season, and he's playing even better this season. But this season is not like any other, because Devin Booker is 8th on the MVP ladder. Oh, but what about Joel Embiid? The beast in the East
10.
just put up one of the greatest regular season performances
the best player in the league
history. No, really. Embiid's 59-point bomb against the Jazz last week was the 7th best regular season game in league history. Yeah.
Woo, these numbers, bro. These numbers, like, hey, if these kids keep on playing like this, bro, like the top 10 all-time numbers and everything gonna be broken, bro. God damn, like a lot of records are being broken by these guys in just this video alone. So, bro, what's going on right now?
MVP ladder. 32, 10, and 5 a game. Literally prime Shaq numbers. And the man hasn't even cracked the top 5.
Wow.
You've never seen this before. And neither have I. The MVP race this season is deeper than it's ever been. What was once considered a historically great season may not this season is deep.
PNB Rock, what your ass doing out here, bro? You doing the Machiavelli on us? All right.
Deeper than it's ever been. What was once considered a historically great season may not even earn a player any MVP votes at all this season. The standard for what it takes to be the most valuable player in the NBA has reached an all-time high, and it's going to take an all-time season to win the coveted award. Hope you all enjoyed.
I enjoyed, bro. I enjoyed. I hope if you're watching me, enjoyed the content of my content of the content. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I said, but yeah, peace out. See ya.